Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be speaking about abstract wealth. For the sake of those just coming in contact with this YouTube channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Vincent Ayabami Olukoya. I am a fashion business owner and at the same time I coach small fashion business owner how to grow their fashion business. So now you might want to ask, why am I teaching about the word abstract wealth? Now, I came across this word recently and I did a little bit of research about how a small fashion business owner can also amass abstract wealth. However, I know you'd want to know what is the meaning of this word, abstract wealth. I am going to tell you. Now, let's move to the next slide. In this slide, I am going to really show you what we'll be discussing in this presentation. So by the end of this presentation, you will be able to know what abstract wealth is, case studies of Nigerian fashion designers that amass abstract wealth, then importance of abstract wealth, how you can build abstract wealth as a small fashion business owner, then definitely the conclusion. So now, over the years, I've always been coaching business owners and especially small fashion business owners. I've always been telling them, teaching them why they should have not just the sewing skill, but then skills that can help them to really sell their sewing skills. Because having sewing skills is not enough in this era. Every fashion business owner must learn how to sell their sewing skills, which is why I'm here to teach you how to sell your sewing skills and how to make wealth from your fashion business. So let's go straight to why we are here. Abstract wealth, how you can build abstract wealth as a small fashion business owner. This is the Naira note, the highest denomination in my country, Nigeria, and that is why I am using this particular image. And at the same time, you can see that at the moment this note is actually going out of circulation as the Central Bank of Nigeria, which is in charge of the Naira note, has actually changed the currency, the color of the currency, and we actually believe that this will help the economy to also grow. So I want to talk about the word abstract wealth. Yes, abstract wealth. So what do we really mean by abstract wealth? Abstract wealth actually refers to wealth that is not tangible or physical in nature. We have assets like intellectual property, brand value, or goodwill. For example, a company might have a valuable brand that is not represented by physical assets such as building or equipment, but is considered a form of wealth because it adds values to the company and can be monetized, through licensing, franchising, and other means. I've actually heard of, I know of a particular company in Nigeria that is in the perfume industry. They actually sell their franchise because this company has, the best perfume in Nigeria, and at the same time is actually growing throughout Africa. So this company sells its franchise to some people within Nigeria and also out of Nigeria. So in general, abstract wealth is a more conceptual or intangible form of wealth that is not immediately apparent or easily quantifiable, but still can have significant economic value. I talked about the fact that a particular company that has a brand and they are selling their license to other people to also make use of it. So now, I want to talk about some notable fashion designers in Nigeria that actually amass wealth abstractly. Yes, these guys, they actually amass wealth abstractly. Now, one of them is Maya Tafo. Maya Tafo is actually a fashion designer and founder of the brand Maya Tafo. This man is actually known for innovative designs, attention to details, and use of high quality fabrics. Now, People that know Maya Tafor knows that okay, this guy will always give us something that will be amazed at. So with that, people tend to okay want to really patronize him. They want to do business with him. You see companies signing contracts with him that okay, this particular program that is coming up, you'll be the one to to dress probably our celebrity and the likes. The popular Big Brother Naija, Matafor has always been the one of those people that are clothing the popular Ebuka. So Matafor brand is actually a brand that you can't joke with in Nigeria. Then another one is Tiffany Amber. Tiffany Amber is a fashion brand founded by Folake Folarin Coker. The brand is known for its sophisticated designs and use of African prints and textile. I talked about the fact that for you to have abstract wear, there must be something exceptional that you have that will make you, that will place you ahead of other brands. Then another person we have is Diola Soge. Diola Soge is a fashion designer known for her innovative design. Now, if you notice now, all these people, they have something totally exceptional that makes them to stand out. So Diola Soge is known for her innovative design and uses of traditional African textile. She has won numerous awards for her design. So these things has really been placing her above other people. Then we have Lisa Folawiyo. Lisa Folawiyo is the founder of the brand Jewel by Lisa. Her designs has been featured in publications, such as Vogue magazine, the New York Times, and at the same time, she has also designed dresses for notable figures such as Oprah Winfrey and former First Lady of the United Nations, Michelle Obama. So these are fashion designers in Nigeria that has actually amassed abstract wealth. Now, if you are looking for top fashion brands in Nigeria, these people will definitely come out. So now let's go to the importance of abstract wealth. Yes, we've talked about people that actually amass abstract wealth. Now, we want to know what's the importance. Why should I amass abstract wealth? Now, abstract wealth is an important concept in the modern economy because it reflects the value of intangible assets that are critical to the success of many businesses. Now, you can see what I'm saying. They are very critical to the success of those businesses. For instance, I talked about Maya Tafor making use of high quality fabrics and attention to details. I talked about Tiffany Amber, known for sophisticated designs. Diola Soge, she makes use of traditional African textile. Lisa Folawiyo, this woman has actually gone far to the extent that she has been featured in publication as Vogue, the New York Times, and at the same time she has also made dresses for notable people like Winfrey, then Michelle Obama, the wife of the former president of the United States. So I talked about the fact that the assets are critical to the success of many businesses. Here are some key reasons why abstract wealth is very important. Now, we talked about company value. It increases a company's overall value. When a company has intangible assets such as strong brand, innovative products, or a loyal customer base, it can command a premium price in the market. The moment they realize that okay, this person is actually good at this, when the person calls his or her price, there's no how people tend to really want to go for it. This can also increase the company's overall value and makes it more attractive to investors, buyer, and other stakeholders. Then another importance of abstract wealth is competitive advantage. It can provide competitive advantage. A strong company with strong intangible assets such as a unique product or a strong brand can gain a competitive advantage over different competitive companies or in the same market. This can lead to increased market share, higher profits and a greater financial success. Then the next one had to do with innovation and creativity. You know, abstract wealth helps to build, build intangible asset. Companies must focus on innovative and creativity, and at the same time customer centric thinking. When you know that, okay, your customers, your target audience, they always want something new, so that you stay in front of them, so that you stay in their mind. You need to try as much as possible to be innovative and at the same time to be creative. Then lastly, the importance of abstract wealth, we have long-term success. Yes, long-term success. Companies that focuses on building intangible assets such as brand or customer loyal customer base, or are often better positioned for long-term success than those that really or so that really solely on tangible access such as building or equipment. Equipment or building doesn't make a business to grow. It's not only about the equipment, it's not only about the building. You can have the best of machine and at the same time you are still not standing well. At the same time, you are still not where you are really supposed to be. At the same time, your business might not go far. So, when you're talking of abstract well, you need to always make sure you are always very innovative so that your business can stand the test of time. So now, as a small business owner, how can you build abstract wealth? As a small business owner, how can you build abstract wealth? Now, a small fashion business owner can amass abstract wealth by building intangible assets, that adds value to the business and set it apart from competitor. That is one thing you really need to know. You need to be totally different from your competitor if really you really want to grow and you want to amass abstract wealth. So, I'm going to tell you some ways at which you can, as a small fashion business owner, can actually be amass abstract wealth. Number one is building a strong brand. Building a strong brand. A strong brand is actually very important and needed if really you want to grow your fashion brand. So, a strong brand can command a premium price, build customer loyalty and help the business stand out from competitor. I already said it that the premium price that you are setting had to do with what you've been able to really do as a brand. You've been able to really build your brand, you've been able to really set a tone, you've been able to really set a standard for yourself. So this can be achieved by creating a distinctive brand name, logo, visual identity, as well as developing a consistent brand voice and messaging across all channels. So building a strong brand. Then another way you can actually amass excuse me please, abstract wealth is developing a unique product or design. This can be achieved by focusing on innovation. We talked about innovation the other time. Focusing on innovation, developing a signature style and using high quality material and manufacturing techniques. I talked about my Atafor, is known for using quality fabric. So that's another way at which you can amass abstract wealth. Then another one is establishing relationships with key influencers. Building relationship with key influencers in the fashion industry, such as bloggers, celebrity, fashion editors, can help a small fashion business gain exposure and build credibility. When people know you, when people know that, okay, this is what you stand for, they tend to want to patronize you. They tend to want to do business with you. This can be achieved by also networking, reaching out to influencers and offering them exclusive access to the business product or services. So establishing relationship with key influencers can also help you to amass abstract wealth as a small fashion business owner. Then lastly, creating a strong online presence. This I most times I always tell people that cares to really know. Online is a place you don't joke with. Developing a strong online presence through social media, e-commerce platforms, and other digital channels can help a small fashion business build abstract wealth by reaching a wider audience and building a loyal customer base. This you don't joke with. This can be achieved by creating, a well-designed website. If you really want to do business beyond the shores of, your state or your country, you need to have a website. Engaging with customers on social media. Now, you engaging with customers on social media, you don't necessarily need to go there and probably maybe throw tantrums at them, or maybe you want to go and drag somebody and you think that maybe you're going to get customers through that, or you're going to build a strong customer online. I always tell people that if you get followers, if you get people to follow you, either by pulling some people down, just know that they are waiting for you. The moment you also have an issue like what the person has, then definitely they are coming for you as well. And also, you need to offer exclusive content or promotions to followers. Create amazing content for your followers to have. Don't just post, irrationally. Don't just share content that is not valuable on your timeline. So, by the time you do all this, I tell you, it's going to really help you to really build a strong brand, and at the same time amass the wealth, the abstract wealth you really want to do. So, by focusing on these strategies, a small fashion business owner can build intangible assets that add value to the business and help it out from competitors, ultimately leading to increased brand recognition and greater financial success. When I started this presentation, I mentioned that it's not enough for you to know how to sew. How can you sell that sewing skill? Can you sell that sewing skill? If you can't sell that sewing skill, then it's of no use. So, you just need to make sure that you have all these things done. So, for you to amass to amass abstract wealth, you need to make sure you do all these things. Build a strong brand, develop a unique product or design, establish relationships with key influencers, then create a strong online presence. So, who is Vincent Olukoya? Vincent Olukoya is the creative director of House of Rocher Global Limited, a fashion brand co-founded with Semitope Olukoya. He's a practical fashion business coach who teaches from his wealth of experience. He has trained more than 3,000 small fashion business owners on how to grow their fashion businesses. He's the provost of Rocher Business School, a school whose main function is to train small fashion business owners on how to grow their fashion business. You can reach him via social media handle. So thank you so much for joining this class, and I hope to see you implement what you've learned here and see your business grow. Thank you.